Gentlemen, are we ready for a night of action? Let's kick it off with bout number 1 of the evening. Fighting out of the blue corner, now you know, Kairin Moses.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy
looking
tea
very, very good. We welcome everybody. Matthew Pilios with Josh Warner and Kit Dale. And our start of AFC 17. And Kairin Moses there in the fluoro green shorts. They're giving his corner. They got one very nervous first fight of the afternoon. The boy from New Zealand. And very big fight for Ken tonight. Josh, some of his statistics.
Yeah, look, Kairin comes to us on about 10 days' notice, so coming off a complete fight camp, which is good. So he only fought about 4 weeks ago, but look, I spoke to him yesterday. He hasn't done a lot of preparation for this fight. His conditioning is very good. Stylistically, this is a very good matchup for him against Josh Riley. He's very quick, he's very agile, he's very athletic. He has good striking. His ground game is very good as well. And in an AFC debut, he's got a lot to prove today. So, you know, a big victory will really open up doors for him here.
And this one proudly sponsored by Arco Beer as well, a fantastic sponsor of the Australian Fighting Championships. It is AF17 as Kairin Moses makes his way. And this venue getting very, very busy in our first fight.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, Josh Pretty Boy Riley.
You gotta remember my name. Said you gotta remember my name. Find my life and not call the high, black and gold to fly. Said you gotta remember my name. From start to the end, rather lose or win. Family for a friend, you gotta remember my name. My name, yeah. Said you gotta remember my name.
And Josh Pretty Boy Riley makes his way through the centre of the cage. Outside of the cage, would say the Extreme Mixed Martial Arts family, Josh Warner, haven't they been amazing for the Australian Fighting Championships over the 3 or 4 years, and now they produce this Pretty Boy again in the first fight of the evening, and very exciting, and wearing the pink fluoro tights as well. Kit, I know you just made a smile with that.
I do like pink. It's actually interesting. He's got some really good training partners here. He's got UFC fighter Vic Gruvic, and he's got jiu-jitsu phenom Daniel Almeida.
Yes, some good faces there, and talk to us, Josh, about Josh Riley.
Yeah, look, Josh Riley, again, as I said earlier, unfortunately missed weight yesterday, so we're not going to know the impact the weight cut had on his fight until he gets in the ring today. But with a corner like that, you know, Minya Kubi leading the range down there at Extreme at the moment, Nikos Trepka working wrestling, you know, Mem Cyan's out there, Big Grujic, as Kit mentioned earlier. Look, Josh is predominantly a wrestler that actually knocked out Jason Petropoulos a few fights ago. So, you know, I don't know what to expect from him today, but the first minute for me would be really interesting to see just how big an impact the cut had on him.
And Josh Riley makes his way and gives a big stamp of approval there. And this one, our first fight of the evening. John Dibicoli, centre of the cage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AFC 17. This is our opening bout of the evening. This fight brought to you by Arcobrow. 3 by 5 minute rounds in the AFC Bantamweight division. Your referee in charge when that bell tolls, Ignatius Missilides. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a mixed martial artist standing 172 centimeters tall, an official weight of 61.9 kilograms, a fight record, 2 wins, 2 losses, fighting out of Beast Martial Arts in Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, now you know, Kairin Moses. And across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a wrestler standing 175 centimeters tall with an official weight of 64.55 kilograms. Undefeated, 1 win, no losses. Fighting out of Extreme MMA in Chatston, Melbourne. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Pretty Boy Riley.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape. Josh Warner, take us through both fighters.
Look, I said,
Doctor to cage, please. Doctor to cage.
Martial artists still. As you see, Josh will have a very, very minimal height advantage. Weighed in yesterday, 62 is probably not quite accurate for Josh there. He was a bit over. But very similar in his fight, so I don't see a big differentiation and a big advantage for either fighter.
Beautifully done. Our first fight of the evening, proudly sponsored by Arco Beer. It is Josh Riley in the pink trucks and Kairin Moses in the green.
Josh Riley immediately gets in that really low stance, which is a wrestler stance straight away. You know, Amin Yakubi 101 there with Nikos Trepka. And shoots early on. Kid, any chance of a guillotine from here?
Definitely. It's just hard with the big gloves at the moment. He's doing a good job to hold the hand so it doesn't get under the chin. He's got to try and switch out, I would say, to the right side if he wants to escape that.
So what would you, if you're in Josh Riley's corner right now, what would you be advising him to do to get out of this?
I'll be protecting my neck from the choke, first of all. Then I'll be trying to create an angle to get my head out of there. Okay, he's done a good job there.
And now he'll shoot. Big double leg takedown early for Josh Riley. Straight to side control, Kid Dale.
That's exactly what I would have liked to do. Now what he's going to probably do here is try and keep, Josh is trying to keep his legs off the ground so he can keep him down. See, he's trying to get his knee underneath the other legs. That's to try and keep him pinned there so he can start landing some punches. That's good pressure on top there.
Josh Riley trying to advance position here. Kairin almost giving up his back a little bit at the same time. He doesn't want to do that so early in the round. Fighters aren't slippery yet. It's always harder to lock in a rear naked choke when you get a bit sweaty. But right now, Josh looking to mount Kit Dale.
Yeah, he's looking to mount, but he's got his hand stuck in between Kairin's legs. Okay, now he's got it out, and now his leg's in there. But this is a good position, this half guard, because he can land a lot of good punches from there.
Yeah, surprised he's not throwing a few short elbows or a few dirty boxing punches here as well. Just soften him up a little bit.
It looked like he was trying to set up a bit of a Kimura on that side before, but Josh has seemed to escape, which is good.
So Josh maintaining top position right now. Kairin hasn't really tried to explode yet either, so he seems to be just maybe waiting for the ref to stand him up here.
Yeah, he seems pretty confident on top there. Maybe he just thinks he's going to be there for a while, doesn't want to waste his energy.
He's trying to sweep now, though. Is a sweep from here?
You can. What he's trying to do is, okay, there was a position there, but this is a lot worse.
Big trouble. Full mount, Josh Riley gives up his back and will work the rear naked choke from here.
This is what happens. A lot of people,
Oh, big punches. The ref's having a good look here as well. He's got to improve position.
This is the worst position you can be in now.
2 hooks in for Josh Riley, flattening him out and big punches coming. Kairin Moses in serious trouble early in round 1.
Yeah, you're going to see Josh use these strikes to open up the neck, and then he'll probably sink a choke in the second.
The ref getting real close. He's having a good look at this too.
He's pushing his arm in there now. You just try and pull that a little bit deeper.
It's exhausting too, wearing all of Josh's weight, 60 odd, or 63, 64 odd kilos right on top of him right now. A horrible position to be in your AFC debut.
Yeah, the pressure this puts on your back too is unbelievable. And by flattening him out, it actually exposes the neck a lot easier so you can get that choke.
Do you think he can try and slip out from here? Could he try and explode and actually pop out the back?
Definitely, but it's hard right now because they're not so sweaty.
Yeah.
After they're sweating, it's a lot easier, but it's early in the match.
Big punches again. Josh Riley landing those ear shots. Ear shot legal as long as you catch a bit of ear. Anything behind the ear, and the ref will step in and give him a little bit of a warning.
Yeah, if I was Kieran, I'd be trying to get my butt higher in the air to try and shake him off forward, to try and grab him and pull him off, but it's a tough position to recover from.
Yeah, Kieran almost wants to hit the restart button here, walk out again and start this fight because this is really bad for him right now. Flattened out again, Josh Riley full mount, and the ref having a really good look at it again.
Yeah, he's opening up the neck with the punches to try and get this choke. It's not really deep yet, but I'm sure it'll start getting deeper really soon.
It looks like chin still at the moment.
Yeah.
The chin safe if he slips that under. Oh, he's got a crank too though. Oh, flattened out again.
It looks like it's under now.
This is extreme MMA 101 though. This is a wrestling and ground game that the guys out there just drill into their fighters every day. This is really impressive by Josh Riley.
Kieran's doing a good job of tucking his chin in every time he gets choked, but he really needs to do something to escape from here.
He's tough, Kieran, and like you said, Kid, as well, like every time Josh tries to slip the arm under, his chin's always tucked in, so very well trained. But right now, he's losing this round really badly, and he's losing a lot of energy too by wearing Josh's weight for the last 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, and you see this is where it starts getting tough. Your neck starts getting tired, and you don't want to tuck your chin anymore. You just want him to get off your back.
As a young fighter too, it can be quite demoralising to come in round one and take quite a flogging as he has right now, to then get back in the corner and try and come out for round two. And if you look at his face even, he's a little bit dejected with how the first round's gone.
Josh is doing a good job with this Kimura control on his arm. See he's controlling that, because he can set up an arm bar as well.
Very likely, Kairin will make it out of the first round though, so credits again to his toughness.
End of round number 1.
What a fantastic first round of the Australian Fighting Championships, guys, and Josh Pretty Boy Riley. Josh Warner, you mentioned about that weight cut, made no difference there. He was fantastic, and the Extreme MMA boys would be very excited about his first round. We'll see if there's any replays coming up, but a very good start and a huge fight card we've got tonight. Just quickly to all our fans out there, our second fight of the evening will be Zhu Jun taking on Harlem James Ottaway, and a huge crowd here tonight. And for the viewers who have just tuned in here tonight, it is the Australian Fighting Championships heavyweight title. As there was a takedown, Josh, and Pretty Boy Riley got control from the start. Really hurt him, got his back a couple of times, flattened him a couple of times. His nose is bleeding here. Nearly got the chokes on various occasions, and a lot of pressure, and a good effort for Kairin not to be beaten. He survived the 5 minutes, and maybe he can come back early.
Yeah, that's about as dominant as a round one as you're going to see in martial arts. So.
Is it a 10-8 though, guys?
No.
10-9. Good start to Josh Pretty Boy Riley.
No touchy either.
Yeah,
Kairin
second
said
round.
Round 2.
Round 2 here at the Melbourne Pavilion. Matt Pilios with Josh Warner and Kit Dale.
Kairin again takes the centre of the cage, which I like. I'd be worried a bit more about his posture this time too, making sure he doesn't give Josh a chance to explode and shoot again. As I say it, Josh shoots again, but Kairin's defence and takedown. Really impressive wrestling by Josh Riley so far.
What we're seeing at the moment is Josh trying to push past that half guard. He's going to try and transition to a mount or side control, I'd say.
Kit, what would this do mentally to Kairin right now, knowing that he just got, spent pretty much the whole first round flat in his back, taking punches, and then, 20 seconds into round 2, back in the same position again?
It's going to take its toll, because it's not like he survived a few takedowns. He's been taken down straight away every single time, so his confidence on the feet is going to slowly dim, because he's worried about getting taken down.
This is also quite good for Josh's cardio. If he is going to struggle in the latter parts of these rounds because of the bad weight cut, this is the place that he wants to be right now.
Kieran's got a good Kimura underneath at the moment, which he can really use to his advantage. He's going to try and probably use that to sweep him by throwing him his body. Oh, he's lost it now. Okay, that was a good position, but he's slowly lost. Now this can turn around on him and get armbarred by Kairin.
It's good to see
Kairin
at least having a crack from the bottom as well. It's one thing to stand there and take punches, but he's actually trying for submissions. He's tried to sweep a couple of times, so the activity on the ground will give him some level of confidence that he can get himself back into this fight.
Definitely, and as well as time goes on, they get slipperier, so it's easier to escape than it is to control.
Spot on. Amin Yakubi screaming instructions right now to Josh Riley and following him very well.
Looks like Josh is trying to set up an arm lock on the far side. An Americana.
Oh, good left and right hand too from top position. I always like that. I like a few soften up punches. They might not hurt that much, they might not score that much, but it requires Kairin then to modify what he's doing on the ground. That opens up the submission attempt or something like that. So very smart by Josh Riley.
Yeah, in this situation, if I was Kairin, I'd be trying to create space to try and get some kind of guard back or escape. He's doing a good job now. He's got the double underhooks trying to slide out.
Josh's top. The control, though, is dominant. Like, he's not even that much body on body, but he just seems that the strength that he has to hold him in position so far has been fantastic.
Oh, nice turnover.
Kimura.
Oh, wow.
Rolls out. Kit Dale.
He's doing a good job at rolling out. This is a really tough situation for him. Now he's going for a straight arm lock. He needs to get his elbow out of there, which is done.
But he has ended up in full mount, though, Josh Riley, and dropping some big elbows early on. Armbar.
Oh, very nice. But that's hard to come back from.
Surely he's not going to survive this. Look at the tension in the arm. Oh, look at the shoulder.
Oh.
He's not going to roll out. He's rolled out. Extraordinary triangle armbar.
Oh.
Big punches by Kairin Moses. He's hurt him.
Wow.
He's hurt him. Josh Riley in serious trouble. This is over. Oh my God, Kairin Moses. What a comeback victory. Extraordinary finish by Kairin Moses. He was in extreme trouble. Kid Dale, explain how we got out of that armbar.
Well,
Wow.
I'm trying to figure that out myself right now, but it looked like he slid around. He got out of the armbar to stack him, nearly got caught in a triangle, got out of that, and then landed the punches.
Is there any chance he's actually significantly hurt his arm there?
Possibly. You know, those they take their toll later on in your career, those arm locks. Sometimes you get away with a couple, and then later on, you're not going to get elbow flares up.
Oh, I've never seen anything like. I want to see how close he was to actually tapping here. Like, he definitely hasn't tapped. But
Yeah.
look at that, the tension on that arm, and that's strategically, that's perfect. That armbar is legitimate.
No, that's on.
He just did not tap. Got his head out. That's where I think he came. He
so
got his head
comes
out.
Nearly gets caught in a triangle here.
Yep.
But then it slips out, nearly gets caught in another arm lock.
But watch
now
this.
he's got top position.
Bang, bang, bang. They're big punches from top position.
Yeah.
Josh Riley in trouble here. Continues, and that's it. Enough seen. That is a significant victory for Kairin Moses. Incredibly impressive, given the trouble he was in that very deep armbar. And to Josh Riley, take a lot out of that fight. I mean, he dominated for pretty much that entire fight, bar the final 15 seconds where it was eventually stopped. So still a very, very bright future for this young man. We'll flick to the replay again, Kid Dale. Just try and talk our fans through this and then try and explain what happened.
Okay, so he's gone from the arm lock to try and catch him in a triangle as Kairin pops up, but he's missed it, and now he's getting hit, but he was still holding on the arm, so he wasn't protecting his face. And now these straight on the chin, they're knocking him out, you can see that.
Maybe one or two too many by the end of that, but yeah, he ate some clean punches there. And I'm stunned. I don't think I've ever seen it like that in my entire commentary career, to see someone in that deep an armbar. Not only to get out, but then to get up and actually finish him 10 seconds later. That's extraordinary.
Yeah, and that was tight. If he had had that triangle locked on, it would have been all over, but just slipped out, and that was the difference in the fight.
Josh is back on his feet, which is a fantastic result for the young fighter. And as we said earlier, he'll be back better than ever, very near in the future. But we will throw to John DiMacaulay, centre cage, for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes and 4 seconds into the second round, your referee Ignatius Missilides put a stop to this contest, declaring you winner via TKO via ground and pound. Blue corner, now you know, Kairin Moses.
Kairin Moses, short notice, really, and I say this respectfully, dominated in that first round. Some could have even said it was a 10-8 first round. It was probably a 10-9. Came out again, he controlled you, he had you in an armbar, he had you in all sorts of trouble, but the main word there, unbelievable. A great comeback, and you knocked him out, and within 30 seconds, you must be feeling very, very happy.
Yeah, I'm very tired. Yeah, he had me stuffed. I just tried to keep calm and try to do the best I could to advance to a better position. He's a very good wrestler. Yeah, I knew once I got on top, I had to make the most of it, so that's what I did, and come good.
Mate, you've come on short notice. You've come into the Australian Fighting Championships, the #1 promotion in the Southern Hemisphere. You've won. You must be excited. Thanks some people, and well done.
Yeah, big thank you to Matty Martin. He's my boy, like my brother, and my striking trainer. My wrestling coach, Jason Hode. Back home, he'll be loving this, and all the Beast family back home. Everyone in New Zealand that I know, family and friends that are watching, down the Chatham Islands, Auntie Chris, Auntie Phil, Uncle Phil, and Uncle George, and Auntie Jackie. And thanks to the AFC too for having me. Thank you, Josh, for the fight. Yeah.
Kairin, this is proudly sponsored by Arco Beer. Go and have a six-pack tonight. You deserve it. Congratulations, our winner, Kairin Moses.